Hello and welcome to how to build your Flash website. On the previous two videos, we already have our layouts and we also added the contents of our Flash website. We have here the home page, and then we also have here the gallery page, and then the contacts page. So right now, we're going to add interactivity and the buttons on our website. We have here the three layouts of our buttons, but of course they're not yet buttons, they're just shapes. Let me just lock the contents layer and then unlock the buttons layer. So here they are, the three shapes for our buttons. First, let's convert this to symbols, and then let's call this home_btn and make sure that the type is a button. So we have here the button. Another one is the gallery_btn. Click OK. And the last one, contact_btn. So we now have our three buttons. Let's edit the first button first. So we'll try to modify their over and down areas. So for up, it's just the blue color. I'm just going to insert keyframes for the both of them and modify it a bit. When you click over, let's say the color will be lighter, and then when down, it will be darker. Okay, up, over, it's lighter. To make sure that it's lighter, let's move it up here a bit. Up, over, down, up, over, down. Okay, so we now have our home button that is interactive. So I'll quickly do the same for the other buttons. Next is we'll add the text for the buttons. In practice, I usually place them outside so that it will be easier for me to edit them all at the same time. But you can also put them inside your buttons, like add another layer, then add the text here. But you'll be having a hard time in trying to align them, like so. So what I'm doing is just pressing undo. What I'm doing is I'm going to put it here and then copy the text, then paste in place. By the way, the shortcut for paste in place is Ctrl, Shift, and V. Okay. So it's pasted in place. If I click and drag this one, we have another text over there. Ctrl, Shift, and V. So here you go. And then let me just select the three texts so that I can align the three of them. Then let me just change the name of this to gallery and this one to contact. Now you see it's the contact and the gallery might be too big, so let me select the three of them again, and then at the same time with the free transform tool, resize it. I'm holding now the shift key so that the resizing aspect ratio will be preserved, because if I'm not holding the shift key, take a look, it will happen like that. But if I'm holding the shift key, okay, so the aspect ratio is preserved. So I think that would be okay. Let me just move that one over here, and this one, oops, this one over here, this one, move it down a bit, and select the three of them again so that we can align. See the advantage of having your text for button outside the button. Okay, so now our button text is finished. We will now add interactivity or action script on our buttons. For best practice, always add another layer for your action scripts. Okay, now for buttons, to be able for us to use them, we must have an instance name for each of them. So the home button, let's just name this one home_btn so that we can use this one on our action script. Gallery_btn. It's okay to use the same name of your movie clip to your instance name. Okay, now we have them here. And for our home, so what we want to do is we will add the event listener. Okay, still remember the action script lessons or the action script video. So let's call in our actions window right here. So to add action script for our home button, let me type here the name of the button, home_btn dot add event listener. Add event listener. Okay, and then that event listener will listen to mouse events. Will listen to, what will it listen to? Capital M, mouse event. Right, because what this does, when you use the hint tool, it will import automatically. It will automatically add the import text for the flash events mouse event. And then what is that mouse event? It's click. There you go. And when our event listener hears a mouse click, it will call the function fcn, which any name you can choose as long as you can understand it. Go home, like that. That's a nice name. Okay, so we're now going to make the function fcn, function space fcn underscore go home. What this does is it will listen to the mouse event. What this does is have this variable, any variable that will listen to the mouse event, and void, because it will not return anything. What will this go home function do? What we want to do is that it will look for this content page which we lacked. So here, the content page, it will look for this content page and go to this page. Or for the gallery button, it will go to this page, and for the contact button, it will go to this page. So that we can use this contents page, we have to give it an instance name. So contents underscore page. Okay, so let's go back to our action script. So meaning, if our home button hears an event that is a mouse click, it will run this function, which in turn goes to the name of the video, the name of the movie clip, content page, that go to and stop at the first frame. Okay, and then let's do the same for the rest of the other buttons, other two buttons. So this one. So in this content PG, our gallery, this one over here, is on the second page, on the second frame. So that's what we are going to put over here for gallery. And then for our contact page, contact button, go contact, go contact, oops, go contact, and then 3. Alright, we have no errors. Let's just test the movie. Okay, why is that? That is because we forgot to put a stop action script here. Okay, so we must not forget that one. I just placed the stop on the first frame of the content pages movie clip. Okay, this one. Alright, now if I click home, so we're already home. If I click gallery, there you go. If I click contact, there you go. Wasn't that nice? Next is our gallery pages. Okay, so on our gallery pages we have here several pictures. We want them to link to their original pictures. Okay, so what we are going to do is to convert each and every single one of them into a button. So let me just quickly say nature 1, then these two, nature 2. We also have a shortcut key for converting symbol, it's F8. Nature 3. And nature 9. Okay, let's just try to test out one of the buttons. So to do that, let's insert a blank keyframe here, and then let's call out our action script window. So first we must put here stop, so that when the playhead reaches to this part of the frame, it will not continue to the next frame because it already has this stop over here. And then let's use this one, instance name nature 1, just nature 1. Okay, this one, let's name it nature 2, and then you can actually continue doing this one, the rest of the images that you have placed on your gallery page. Okay, so let's just go back here for the meantime. First is, let's call nature 1, then let's add the event listener, which is a mouse event, which is a click, and then function get nature 1. Okay, and then let's create the function. FCN get nature 1, and this will be a variable that will listen to the mouse event and returns nothing. What do we want this function to do? Since we have the intention of publishing this online, we will be calling the images where you save them. So it is also best recommended, or as best practice, your images should be placed as to where you are going to store your Flash files. So in this case, if this is my Flash file, SWF file, you also have your images over here. Okay, and for us to do that, we require a variable, and that variable will be the target. We'll have this let's name this one target URL, which is a URL request. Okay, so it will automatically add that additional library imported by Flash. So what will this do? Let's just call a new URL request. Okay, then that URL request will point out to the either name of the image, a website, or anything that you want the target URL to link, or anything that you want that button to link. So in this case, it will link to nature01. Is this nature01? Okay, that one, nature01.jpg. Okay, don't forget the double quotes. And next, we'll just copy this one. So for the meantime, we'll just add this one, nature2 and nature3 for our action script, and then you can do the rest on your own later. So nature2, get nature2, and then the name of our image here will be nature2 get URL. Okay, we also have here nature3, get nature3 image, nature3, get nature3. We cannot test this one out yet unless we are going to publish this one into HTML, because we need a browser to test this one. Okay, so that's it, and we are done for the adding buttons and interactivity for our web page. Okay, so let's just try to test this one. The buttons will now work, but some of these run with the browser. Okay, on the next video, we'll try to link to other pages or websites. Thanks for watching.